Welcome back. Now in this video we're going to discuss what you're going to want to do in order to use talking head videos inside of your product using your iPhone. But there are going to be some things that you can do in order to make sure that the videos are such that you'd be comfortable selling them to a customer. So one of the first things you want to consider is that your sound is going to be probably the most important part of your video after making sure that your content is what your customers want. That means that when possible, you want to use an external microphone. And whether you use one out of the lightning port or you use one out of the adapter, you want to make sure that it reduces background noise as well as communicates what you're trying to do clearly. The other thing you want to do is to make sure that your shot fills up the entire phone or camera. And so to do that, you are going to want to use landscape mode in your mobile device. So that means you want to turn it on its side. Before you start taking the video, make sure it's rendering correctly and filling the entire screen. If you don't do that and you take the video vertically, what's going to happen is you're probably going to have borders around your actual video. You want to also make sure that the lens is clean. This might seem like it's a minor thing, but it can cloud the way that your video appears, and it's going to be especially needful when you are doing a talking head video. The other thing you want to do is to make sure you're using the auto exposure lock, and this is going to be something that is probably on by default. You want to make sure that it is on your phone. You also want to make sure that you're making use of a tripod. You want to avoid holding the camera manually. Of course, this is going to mean that you're going to need to have an attachment, again, as we talked about in the previous video, that connects to a regular tripod, whether you're using one on the desktop or whether you're using a freestanding one. Something else that you can do to make sure that your videos come out well is to shoot them one at a time and do them in one take. So you don't want to shoot and reshoot a video whenever you make a mistake. You want to shoot it all the way through and then go back in the editing process and take out what is actually not working. And finally, of course, you want to make use of lighting, but you don't want to overdo it with the lighting. The iPhone is made to compensate in most cases in decent lighting to give you a decent subject. But you can add in lighting where you feel it's necessary. Okay, so with that, thanks, and I will see you in another video.